Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more City Skylines Mass Transit in our new Ravenna miniseries. So I did a thing. I did a couple of things, actually. I felt pretty silly about my just nonsense with the monorail at the end of the last episode, because I've done, like I said, I've been playing City Skylines for a while. I haven't played it recently, but I've had it since it came out, and I've done plenty of bus lines, and I know how lines work in the game, but just this new system kind of threw me off and I wasn't thinking clearly. So obviously, as I kind of realized at the end of the episode, we need to have the monorails in a loop. And then of course I was validated by several commenters saying you should probably have the monorail in a loop. So I went ahead and made a loop, and I did a couple of things to make that happen. There, you might recall, here on this bridge, you might recall that there was kind of a drastic slope, like there and there. And when I tried to get this monorail across, it was not cooperating. So I decided to do this off-screen. I don't do too much gameplay off-screen and stuff like this, but I wanted to go ahead and do that. Oh, it's interesting. The monorail tracks still have lights, but the monorail roads still have lights, but they're on the outside. Huh. As opposed to on the inside where like these. It's the little things. So I went ahead and did this entire loop here, including going ahead and building additional tracks here, which we were kind of experimenting with at the end of the last episode. So we're not done just yet. I don't have the money that I need. Spent most of my money to make that happen, but we're going to have more in a second. And then we're going to reestablish the monorail line. I also deleted the line that I worked on last episode because we're gonna play with that again once things are a little bit more complete here. Speaking of that, why don't we go ahead and look at our options here. I can probably continue to build just a monorail off of the road here. Yup, I can. So I'll need to build stations, but I think I can manage. Let's see. Yeah, if I put you here, then you should be able to curve around to where you can continue there. And we can have some monorail stations in this area. Let's see, which spot are you on exactly? Actually, it's kind of a weird spot, honestly. Alright, that's about as good as we're going to get, so I'll go with that. And we are running out of money quickly. Alright, let's let money build back up again. I guess I can just let the clock run while this is happening, but we can do an additional monorail station soon. So I want to have monorails basically going around the entire city. And one thing we could also do eventually is have these roads, these improved roads, come further down this way. Actually, can I go ahead and do that? There's nothing stopping me from upgrading this road. Hold up. I think that's actually doable. Where's my roads? My brain is not working right now. Okay, there we go. Holy crap, is this actually... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, lots of buildings are going to get bulldozed, but at the same time, this will allow us... Oh, this is perfect. I'm totally going to do this. All right. Again, we still need to build stations. I know we need to build stations. It's obviously, we need to have places for people to go to actually get on the monorail. Okay, it looks like we have a little bit of a zone weirdness issue. Let's go ahead and fix that by filling these in before new developments come in and mess with that. Also, when I was building roads over here, yeah, this little power line got taken out, but I think that's okay now. Oh, okay, yeah, we had a power line originally, I think, going across there, and it got demolished when the monorail line came through, just automatically. But it looks like nothing actually happened adversely, so let's keep things unpaused again so the money can come streaming in. This is really nice. So this is our road to our new landfill area. And then we have over here, got some dead people. Probably just out of the range of the cemetery, to be honest. So let's speed things up just a little bit. Again, no monorails are actually running yet. I don't have any routes set up. Yeah, that's why. The cemetery is way, way out of range of some of these folks. So I need to have a cemetery in the area, or maybe a crematorium when we reach the appropriate population, which we are screaming towards. the appropriate population. But let's go ahead and put a cemetery on this side of town. I'm not going to put it right next to the schools because that's just weird. But let's put one, let's say, here. Go there, and then we can put one like in that little catty corner. Perfect. Alright, so then those hearses can go and collect those bodies from that side of town, and that will no longer be an issue. So that's nice. And again, now that our money's building back up, let's continue to build our monorail. Now, I can, of course, rejoin this with an actual monorail road, which I kind of want to do. Let's see. So I might need to do some planning ahead with as far as like where this road's going to go, because this is not only affecting the monorail, this is affecting just the future development of the city in general. Okay, so at this point, I think I need to have it veer off. That's actually not bad. That is not bad. It's... I mean, it's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but... hang on. I have an idea. Let's go ahead and... No, I want to have a snake-style road, like so. We're going to go like... I want to see those lines. There we go. It's going to go like that, and then hopefully that'll be a somewhat straight road when we continue. Yeah, it's pretty damn straight, actually, if I do say so myself. So let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what? That's a little bit too much. Now... Well, I can split the zones up into different... No, I did a little bit too much of an outward shape there. Hang on. You can see what I'm trying to do, I hope. Because I just want to bring it out slightly. Yeah, I just went way too far out. That's all I did. That's more what I was going for originally. Now let's see if we actually get kind of a uniform zone. Still a little rough. Hang on, let's see how far in. Yeah, doesn't quite work. Third time's a charm. If this doesn't do it, then screw it. Yeah, see, if I use a slightly smaller or slightly longer... There we go. Not great. Still not what I want. You would think it'd be a little bit easier. Alright, screw it. We're just going to do a straight avenue. It's not going to give a lot of room for commercial zones on that side, but it's fine. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, you come this way. And then what we'll do... Actually, yeah, that lines up perfectly with that road, which kind of fits in a way. But then this monorail... Now, aren't there 2-lane roads with monorail tracks, right? Yeah, monorail tracks on 2-lane roads. So let's go ahead and just do that. Actually, that is a perfect setup. Not enough money. I know what I'm going to do. Lost a little bit of money on these tracks, but that is okay, considering what's about to happen. And again, we need to get the station set up to really take advantage of this, but I'm excited to see these monorails actually running. We need to exploit more options as well. I'm aware that I've been kind of lax on establishing some of the older modes of public transport, like buses. Blame that on just not having played cities in a while, I suppose, but I've done it plenty. Like I said, with kind of the routes at the beginning of the episode, I know basically how these systems work. Hello. What's going on here? Distance too short. Who's that? Oh, I built a frickin' road. That's why. My bad. I meant to just do a monorail. That would be here. That's better. Not a one-way. And I definitely want it to curve. Interesting that it's putting up this much of a fight. But I've got the right... I've got the right type of transport mode selected now. Not the right road type, because obviously I had road type selected and that was the issue. But there we go. Okay, so that issue has been solved. We now have a complete loop. Check that out. And this can be developed into high-density commercial zones in the future. That actually didn't turn out half bad in terms of width. I shouldn't have been too picky about that. That worked out well. Let's go ahead and zone these. Oh, wait, no. No, 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 no. That's better. Those. And there's our university there. So the university could have a monorail station. How perfect would that be? Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, monorail station. Ooh, you can do a monorail station over road. That's really cool. So I didn't even have to have them broken off like this. You can just have a station that's literally on top of the road. Like, oh, okay, hang on. Why does it do it this way? That's really strange. Maybe you have to delete the road to set that in, but that's fine. So good to know for the future, but for now, let's go ahead and just keep doing things the way we've been doing them. Or actually, no, hang on. If you have to cost 20,000, we have that money. So what's the issue? I just need to delete that, right? All right, unpause, or pause, rather. Okay. This is obnoxious. Not a fan of how much effort this is taking. There we go. Awesome. Alright, and that road's going to be still more or less straight. I think it lined up automatically to keep the road pretty straight. Yeah, it's perfect, actually. Alright, so now we got a monorail station there, but we still don't have really a means for people to get to them. But that's really, really cool. So we got a monorail station at the university. We have one by the industrial area. We have one over by the residential area. Now we should probably build one right there. So let's go ahead and do an off-road one. Not off-road in the sense of off-road monorails. That's an interesting mental image. Okay, so if I put one there, actually that will work quite well, I think. Let's put one there, and then you can connect like, oh wait, maybe not. Actually won't work very well. Well, it's not very pretty, but that's a start. And then, same thing here. Yep. Well, not quite the same thing, but good enough. Alright, interesting. This actually has, well, there's an interchange. Well, there's an interchange on both sides there. So right here, there's actually means for monorails to turn around, whereas here there's not. So that's kind of wonky, but it's okay. And then finally, I like to have one more station. Let's let the money build up, and we'll continue to... Yes, I am so completely aware of the fact that I haven't finished that line yet. You want to know why? I'm still building stations. Chill out. How are we doing on... Nice. 8% of our population is now highly educated. 17% of our citizens have graduated. What's going on over here, and why... Okay, we definitely... Hang on. We need to take a detour from paying attention to this stuff for a second. We've paid back our loans, yes? Yes, we have. take out another $60,000 loan, but I'd rather just let some money build up because we're actually making a good amount. Speaking of money, let's go ahead and take this up to 11%. This is just an experimental thing. Evidently, 11%, from what I've been hearing from folks, is the cap at which there's no real penalty. Now, the inner SimCity player in me always gets nervous when raising taxes because, like, I think about basically just people becoming perpetually unhappy with my governing policies. But, oh man, see, now we're running out of power. That was fast. Yeah, I know. Come on, give me a little more money. Just need to hit 50,000. I am really pushing it close with this. And then we need to get our hospital running. Okay, so it looks like the wind kicked in for a little bit there and saved us. All right, we need a second oil power plant. Probably need to go ahead and bulldoze this coal one as well. But why don't we go ahead and put the second oil plant... No, we don't want to do it there because we need to upgrade that road. But can we put one here? We can put one there. That's not a bad idea. Even better, though. Let's go ahead and just put one on this side of the road. Or next to the... Yeah, there we go. Next to the incinerator. That works best for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and destroy this coal power plant. So we lost a little bit of electricity production there, but that worked out. Now we need to build up money again because, again, we're waiting on... Oh, whoa. We are very close to becoming a big city. Residents pouring in from all directions. Look at these skyscrapers. Well, they're not really skyscrapers. They're not skyscrapers yet at all. They're just... they're just tall apartment buildings, I suppose. The Robin residence. Yeah, we're getting close. It's fluctuating a little bit, but that's fine. So we need a hospital. There are sick people over here. And we don't have much in the way of health coverage. Not on this side of town. So what we can probably do is put a hospital here-ish. Yeah, that would really help this side of town a lot. I'm going to go ahead and do a special road for it. Bring it out that direction. And I think I should be able to squeeze it in. Yep, perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so hopefully the ambulance is immediately leaving to take care of a ton of sick people in the area. All right, we are officially a big city, which means we can build crematoriums as well, which will help with the dead people. And most importantly, we can do a water treatment plant. The other big thing is we got a ton of money just now. So before I do anything else, we're going to apply that money towards... Oh, look at this. Monorail bus hub. A monorail station with a built-in bus stop so passengers can easily switch between the two transport types. I'll remember that once I actually have buses. Metro monorail train hub. Oh man, this is so cool. Alright, so what have we got for stops so far? It'd probably be good to have one more stop, like here. So let's go ahead and put one off the road. Roughly, yeah, there. There we go. Alright, so we've got stations. I think we've got all the stations we need. We might eventually do one over the road here in the residential area. That'd be kind of cool to have one near the school. We could do one, for instance, like right there. Trying to get it lined up. Yeah, we could put one like right here by the schools. That'd be kind of neat. I actually kind of want to do that right now, to tell you the truth. So let's go ahead and... We're going to need to destroy... Well, if I destroy the roads that the schools are on... Yeah, that just... Okay. We'll come back to that. So that just means they need to be connected, essentially. So as long as I rebuild these roads, these houses, I think should stay. I need to keep the game paused in order to make this happen. Nope. We want to do an actual station. Yeah, that. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to line up. Yep, that looks about right. Oh wow, people are unhappy with that. Why? Because it's noisy, I suppose? Ungrateful citizenry. Okay, these of course need to be monorail track roads. So there's a slight bend that I can see here, which is a little annoying. And of course we have a road. Actually, this road can't intersect anymore, come to think of it. So what we're going to have to do is just have it coming up to the station like so, as close as we can. That way those houses will be able to maintain their presence. Actually, you know what? I bet I can do better. I bet I can do better if I start the road here. Yep, I can. Oh, no, I can't. Just kidding. Because it intersects. The sidewalk would intersect with that thing. Okay, so now we have a monorail station there. We've got one there. We've got one there. I think all the monorail stations we need are set up there. We have one there as well. And then I think the last one we need to set up would be one in this residential commercial area. Maybe right smack dab in the middle of the road. So why don't we go ahead and demolish these two and set this up really fast. Just kidding, we don't have enough money. Now we do. Don't like taking out this many loans, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, there we go. That's a nice little trick. I've never noticed that before, but when you've got it snapped, it actually rotates based on its snap point, and you can get it exactly lined up. So this, I know, is 100% straight. So just learned something that I've never, ever, and it might be new. Like, they might have added it more recently. Maybe that's why I don't know it. But still, that's handy. Alright, so monorails, and now, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and get some lines set up. Alright, so we need to start you here. Alright, so we do have one stop already there. So what we need to do is add a stop here. So we need to have a couple of different lines here. Let's have one that follows this loop. Okay, now people are happy. Of course they are. Alright, so that's one line. Now let's create a new line that follows a second loop. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. And there. And now let's have a third one starting here that goes around the outer edge of town only. There we go. Much better. And now let's unpause and see how these things do. We should actually start seeing monorails finally. Spent an entire episode getting those ready. Well, we also got some other stuff set up. Speaking of money, hang on. I think we can go ahead and pay this back. Yep, let's pay it back. Look at our income right now. Holy crap, you guys were right about taxes. Not that I ever questioned you. I typically haven't played with taxes in the past. Haven't felt the need to mess with them. Oh, we got monorails. Question is how many people are riding. 0 passengers right now, but let's follow you. Oh, this is so cool. This is like my new favorite thing. Okay, another one just went that direction. Busy tracks already. This is good. I don't know how many people are actually on these, and this one's probably going to stop in here. Looks like there are a few people waiting. That's nice. Nice, people getting on. Okay, people are starting to use them. Good to see. That is very, very good to see. So now let's look in here. Passengers 3, yep, 3 of 180. So it's you can click any car, it gives you the same passenger information. What about the other monorail trains? Are any of the others doing any better? 0 here, 0 here. So as they I think the citizens kind of have to get used to having them. It's not just going to be automatic. Man, look at the lights on that high school. High school doesn't mess around. So this is one of the reasons I'm glad that I did have the highway going over this highway, even though we talked about in the last episode that this could have gone under. Because now we've got this perfect little track set up. And we can continue to do stuff in this direction as the city expands, which is going to be pretty neat. So I do need to expand my zones in this area. Let's see. Maybe I just need to add some additional office zones. Why not do that? We're eventually going to be removing the industrial. We're going to peel the industrial further back. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Ooh, we're on that fault line. Look at that. Built a bridge over it. We're going to build another one here. It's crazy. All right. So these guys, tell you what, just zone that. And then we are going to de-zone all of that. All right, so that's going to mess with our income a little bit for a second. But the offices will come in. Again, we have more and more educated citizenry. Now 10% of our citizenry is highly educated, which is quite nice. We need to continue to mess with transit options in the next episode or two. But now that our monorails are going, finally. How many passengers are on that one? I'm so curious. 46? All right, that's awesome. That's great news. So that's a decent number of people. We can actually pull up transport information as well and see exactly how many people. Well, we can't right now. We need more time to go by. But we can see how many people are using the monorail. Also, people are complaining about the prisons, and I don't blame them. Now, I could do a police headquarters, which right now our crime rate is decent. The prison would cost 120,000. So before I cut this episode, let's let some money build up, and we're going to go ahead and build our first prison. And I think we're going to build it out here. Oh, hello. Just kidding. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, I should probably just... For a second, I thought I was short on water production. I'm not. I just hadn't built water mains out here. Problem solved. We have some abandoned buildings over here. So it looks like they're in need of some educated workers. Or properly educated for their line of work, anyway. Whatever that might be. Again, we need to get that prison going. Also, I have the option of building a police helicopter depot. Very, very cool building to add. Alright, there it is. Alright, so we have access to a prison. Let's go ahead and just put it by the dump. Alright, so it looks like we need water and power up there for that place, and that's not a problem. There we go. And on that note, I will go ahead and cut this one here. In the next one, we are going to continue to monitor our monorail progress, continue to monitor... Oh, look, this high-density industrial or commercial zone is finally developing, which is going to help our income as well. But we have just ridiculous amounts of money thanks to our taxes going up to 11%. The city is continuing to grow at a pretty rapid pace. And let's go ahead and go for our cinematic view. Also slow things down for our cinematic view. And appreciate what the city has become as the sun rises. Pretty nice little run. And speaking of skyscrapers, or there weren't skyscrapers earlier, but we're starting to knock on the door of some actual skyscrapers. Those are not some of the tallest buildings in the game. Well, actually, they are, but buildings can get even taller. Is what I was trying to say. In the next one, we are going to, again, keep working on our monorail system. Probably do some buses as well. And then we will see where we go from there. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes in New Ravenna are coming out every other day. Rather, that's the second episode in a row. I've flubbed that. Every other day at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.